brother Adriel from Artists of Yahweh Shah. To my right.
My Pasha out of the battle axe.
Shalom family, this is Brother Mayaka.
Shalom, Akim, this brother Hezekiah.
Shalom, this brother Mahal.
Shalom is Big Ron.
Come on.
Shalom, this Brother Trey.
Shalom, brother Yashar Yuquab.
Count all praises. Now, today's live Sabbath lesson is going to be on something that's very crucial in these last days. And it's something that needs to be stopped immediately. And that's the spirit of division. Okay, the spirit of strife, the spirit of hatred, the spirit of envy. This spirit it has taken over Israel to a point where all meekness, all humility, all long suffering has gone out the window. And that's not the spirit that Yahweh Shai, the Most High, told us to operate in. Understand? When you read the scriptures, they all did things through love and mercy and compassion. That's how we're supposed to be to our own people. Not trying to tear people down, not trying to make them feel less of nothing, not trying to rule over your own people, not trying to cause all kinds of contentions for no reason. And for this cause, it's causing a lot of new people that's coming to the truth to be turned away. They come to this truth, they see what's going on, they go right back to the world. Because they're saying now what? Oh, it's the same thing. They thinking they come to this truth, it's going to be nothing but love, peace, unity, but they seeing the same thing in the world in this truth. It's confusing people. It's breaking their carriage. Their want to deal with people. It's turning them completely away. It's offending the little ones. And we know what the scriptures say about that. We know what the scriptures say about loving and hating your people. You understand? So we're going to open up with 1 John 3 and 15.
All right, this is the book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 15.
Gone.
Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer.
Read it again.
Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer.
So clear scripture. If you hate your brother, if you hate your sister, if you hate your own people, you are by default a murderer. You don't love your people, you are a murderer. We have to understand and consider that. We want to hold our own people back and hinder our. So read again from the top.
Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer. And ye know that no murderer hath eternal life.
It says what?
Know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him.
No murderer is going to enter the kingdom of the Most High.
Not one.
Not one single soul if you're a murderer. If you hate your own people, if you're despising your own people, if you're causing unnecessary contention, you want to debate just to be right. You want to turn your people down just to be for vainglory. You want to be the guy that have all this different understanding, this deep revelation. So you're going to tear your own people down. We're going to camp bang. Oh, I can't rock with that because he's not in my camp. You know how dumb that sound? Oh, I can't fellowship with him. He not rocking with me. I can't be with that brother.
That's the same way how we acted in the world.
It's the same thing in the world. Oh, he ain't from my block.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't know you, nigga. We doing the same thing, nigga. That's how we see each other. Oh, he not my camp. I ain't rocking with him. I ain't gonna fellowship with him. We don't agree together. Carnal as hell. Hold that real quick. Get Luke 9. You get it real quick. Get Luke 9 and 49. Let's see if Yahweh Shai said to be like that. The Messiah. Let's see if he say to be divided because we don't have the same camp. We're not in the same camp. We have the same understanding. Let's get there real quick. Luke chapter 9 and verse 49. Come on. You got it.
All right, so this is the book of Luke. Book of Luke, chapter 9, verse 41. And Yahweh Shai answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you and suffer you? Bring thy son
Wait,
hither.
Luke 9, 49.
Oh, 49? I got
Yeah,
you.
49.
It was a 41. All right, so Luke chapter 9, verse 49. So it says, And John answered and said, Master, we saw one casting out devils in thy name, and we forbade him, because he followeth not with us.
What John did?
And we forbade him because he followeth not with us.
You see that? John said that he forbade them because they had a brother out there doing the same thing for the same purpose, doing the same work. forbid another brother that's casting out demons in Yahushua's name. He followed Yahweh. Let's see what Yahushua said.
And Yahushua said unto him, forbade him not.
He said what?
Forbade him
Now
not.
go ahead, be divided.
Forbid him not.
Uh-huh.
For he that is not against us is for us.
He said what?
For he that is not against us is for us.
And we don't see it like that. We're not having that same mentality that Christ said. He that's not against us is for us. So for us being this truth today, being scattered across the full corners of the earth, why are we not taking that to the consideration? Why are we forbidding our own people? Because we not on the same not on the same exact course of life. We are for the same purpose, for the same goal, but just a different way. So why are we going to forbid our own people? That's hatred. That's hatred. No person that hates his brother has no eternal life. So go back to it. 1 John 3 and 15. Read it from the top. 1 John 3 and 15.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 3, verse 15. Whosoever hated his brother is a murderer. And ye know that no murderer have eternal life abiding in him. Hereby perceive we the love of God, because he laid down his life for us. And we ought to lay down our lives for the
We're
brothers.
supposed to do what?
Lay down our lives for the brothers.
So we're supposed to carry that same action, that same thought process. But you look at Israel now, who's doing that? Who's going to be the one that's going to reach out to his own people regardless of what he agree with or regardless of who he rock with? Who's doing that? Nobody's doing that. Listen, brother, I'm going to help you. I know we won't see eye to eye, brother. I'm going to help you because you're my brother. As a brother, I got to lay down my life for you because what? That's love. That's love. That's mercy. That's compassion. We don't see that in Israel. We don't see that. We see emulations, envy, vainglories. Everything the scriptures tell us not to do, we doing it. And we don't even understand how dangerous that is. We think we good. We keeping a few commandments. We keep the Sabbath. We got some fringes. We got a beard. We think we good. No, it's more to it. You gotta have love in your heart. You must have mercy and compassion to be long suffering. The same way the Most High is merciful against us, we're supposed to be the same way with our own people. We don't see much of that building in these last days. But all these different sanctions, all these different factions, and it's turning people away. It's causing people to turn away from the truth. They come in, they thinking it's all love and it's gravy. Oh man, I'm Israel. Oh, I'm seeing all these debates. They seeing all these different internet beefs, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook beefs. People just arguing back and forth. Oh, petty stuff. It's petty stuff.
Not even a few months. It don't even take a few months. You see it right off the bat. It's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad.
It is sad. Read verse 16 again, huh?
16.
1 John 3 and 16. 1 John 3 and 16. It's ridiculous, man. We have to really examine Israel as a whole. Yeah, we gotta examine ourselves, but examine us as a whole, because what? We are one body. We're not moving like one body. We cutting off different members. How can the finger cut off the thumb? How can the toe cut off the arm? That's the Corinthians. We keep saying, oh yeah, we one people, we one body. We not moving like it. The foot wanna cut off the head. Oh, I don't like him. He way up there for oh he the head. He think better than me. I'm gonna cut him off. Cut the head off. Now what? You cut the arm off. Now what?
You should bring that up with the
Come. Read verse 16 again.
This is the book of 1 John chapter
You
3,
can
verse
get it
16. Hereby perceive we the love of God, because he laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brother.
We're supposed to follow that same example that Yahushua left for us. Let's learn how to lay down our lives for our own brothers. Let's learn how to build and uplift. Let's learn how to show compassion and mercy. But you swear those ain't doing that. They swear they're gonna get the kingdom up. Oh, I ain't got to talk to that nigga. I don't know him. I ain't gonna salute him. But I'm good though. I'm gonna still get it. Nah, you're a murderer. You're a murderer. Keep going. Verse 17.
But whoso hath this world's good, and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion.
So he sees his brother in need and gonna shut up the bowels of compassion. Oh damn, he done on the ouch. He alright. He alright. He good. Most High got him. He alright.
I'm going through stuff too.
Right. I'm going to do stuff too. At what point they would say, listen, brother, I got you. What you need, brother? I got you. What's up? What's going on? It's all good. I'm in the same boat as you. You're struggling. I'm going to help you because right now you need it. Shutting up the bowels of mercy, of compassion. Read on.
How dwelleth the love of God in him?
So if we do that, how can we say we had the love of the Most High in us? We got to remember, Yahushua was the most perfect man that walked the earth. He did no sin. He had the most compassion. He had the most compassion. He was without sin and he didn't cast no stone. He didn't cast not one stone. He said what? I'm not come to condemn the world, but to save it. Hold up. Let's hold that real quick. We're going to come back. Let's get John chapter 3. St. John chapter 3. John chapter 3 and verse 17. We had to really understand this. We keep talking about end times, the prophecies, all hell breaking loose, or about to break loose, Jacob's trouble, but we ain't doing nothing to come on one accord. We ain't doing nothing to stop the strife. We ain't doing nothing to be as one people. St. John chapter 3 and verse 17.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 3, verse, you said 15.
17.
So like it, 17. For God sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved.
So this perfect man, this sinless man, the Son of the Most High God with all perfect understanding, he did not come to condemn the world. He could have. He could have. Look, all y'all off. All y'all's off. Every single one last y'all. Y'all off. None of y'all get in the kingdom. But it says he didn't come to the world to condemn it. He did what? But what? But
that the world through him might be saved.
But that the world through him might be saved. He came to save the world. He came to save his people. He came and laid down his life for his people. Why? Because he loved his people. He loved his people. So he came to die for the sins of his people. That's love. That's the ultimate form of love. That's why 1 John 3 and 16 said what? To lay down our lives for our brothers. But we don't see that. We want to kill our brothers. We want to murder our brothers because we don't agree. Because he over there in that group. He with that group. He don't agree with that group. So I'm gonna hate this brother. He's a bug out. We do that because we don't agree. Oh, he's a bug out. He's a devil. He a demon. To hell with him. Most High destroy him. We cursing our own people. When the scriptures say that we all worthy of death. We all worthy of judgment. So how in the hell we gonna curse our own people when we in the same boat? We in the same boat. We in the same danger, but we're gonna curse our own people. I hope the Most High destroy you bug out niggas. That's disgusting damn shame. Say it again.
Bringing destruction upon yourself when you do that.
That's right.
Not only are you taking the Most High, but you wishing death upon your own nation of people. And you ain't even got no reason to wish death upon them.
You don't even know who you're making.
You don't even
You know what I'm saying?
right.
That's right. The scriptures say that when the man curses Satan, he curses his own soul. You curse your own soul when you doing that. But we don't think like that. We don't think like that.
But whoso hath this world good, and see if his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him. How dwelleth the love? How dwelleth the love of God in him? My little children, let us not love in word, neither in word, Salaki. My little child, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and the truth. And hereby we know that we are of the truth, and shall assure our hearts before him. For is our heart condemn our Salaki? For in our hearts condemn us, God is greater than our heart, and knoweth all things. Beloved, if our hearts condemn us not, then Salaki. Beloved, and our hearts condemn us not, then have we
Confidence.
Confidence.
On side.
Confidence towards God.
That's it. So go to Leviticus. You got a precept?
I was on Leviticus.
God, yeah, go ahead, bring it out. So we have to really start understanding and considering that thing. The fruit of Israel right now is so terrible. It's bad. You can't even see. It's so bad. People are ashamed to call themselves Israel. They are ashamed of their heritage because they see what's going on within the nation, and they fed up. I myself fed up, and I hate it. I hate it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it for real.
Yeah, we're in agreement with that.
Tired of it.
And it's sad because like we're in a time right now, brothers, sisters, y'all right now. They making movies mocking us, calling us terrorists. You know what I'm saying? They saying we shooting up places that we had, saying that people are connected to us that are doing crimes that we have nothing to do with. But yet we busy hating each other and worry about this brother doing and saying this about that brother and all that. It's crazy, it's madness, it's nonsense, and it gotta stop. It's not Christ-like. Simple and plain, man.
Get 1 John 2 and 7. We'll bring it up. Now this is a classic scripture, but somehow we got to keep going back. We got to keep going back because Israel still don't get in their head. And peace among the people, among the brethren. No divisions, no separations. Because why? A house divided cannot stand. Bring it up.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Read again.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Read again.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
We love to quote the scripture, but we don't like to apply it. You know, all the scriptures with no application is not going to get you in the kingdom. So we know this, but there's no application. The real test comes down to, are you still going to love your people even though he's not in agreement with you? Are you still going to love your brother even though he might hate you? You still going to love him? That's the real test. He spoke evil. Are you still going to love him for the Most High and commandment's sake? We don't want to hear that, though. We don't like that. We don't like that one.
It's too much.
F him. F him. No, so what? F him. He ain't my kid. He said F him. Read that. Read it again. Slide.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Listen. Read on.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
Listen, we will skip the first half and apply everything else. We will skip the first part and skip everything else. You going off, you going off, no, this the way, you a bug up, you gotta repent, come back, you're gonna be destroyed, We love skipping the first part, but love up to that. We love that thing. We be so quick to rebuke somebody. So quick. Rebuke always ain't gotta be harsh. It ain't always gotta be harsh. It said, what Proverbs say? A smooth answer turn away anger. What's Proverbs 16:1? Hit it real quick. Proverbs 15:16:1. Sloppy. Let's get there real quick. Rebuke ain't always gotta be harsh.
See, the reason why brothers do that is because brothers just wanted to rebuke you like that.
Right.
That's how brothers find ways to hide their secret hatred is to use it in that a lot of time. Not everybody, sometimes you really gotta get on somebody.
Right, exactly.
But, you know what I'm saying, a lot of brothers just carried a lot of the character trait that they had in the world into the truth. You know what I'm saying, although a lot of us still dealing with the old men. You know what I'm saying, I'm still dealing with a lot of stuff. But that's just one thing that I noticed. A lot of brothers try to, you know what I'm saying, reveal their hatred and try to, you know what I'm saying, use it in that manner. You know what I'm saying? You ain't had to go that hard on him. You just wanted to make 1,000 videos about that brother. You see what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly.
What you wanted out?
Proverbs 15:1.
Okay. So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger.
Read again.
A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger.
And 9 times out of 10, that's how most contentions and strife happens. Because we know how to use a soft answer. Listen, I know what's going on, but look, as a brother, it's not right. You gotta change that. You know what I'm saying? Most High watching. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you how to love as a brother. No, but you're going, you bug out, you wicked ass, all that. We do all that. So now everybody going back and forth. They sending book tickets. Everybody beefing. Oh, I don't agree with that doctrine. You wicked Negro gonna be destroyed. But all we gotta do is sit down and build.
Talking to brothers worse than you talk to your children.
Exactly. All we gotta do is sit down and build.
God, precept 2.
Come on, hold on. Let's keep reading real quick. Proverbs 15 and 1. Read again and then read verse 2.
So I'm gonna start back at 1. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger.
That's right.
The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright.
It says what?
The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright.
It says the tongue of the wise use knowledge aright, meaning he know how to deal with his people. He know how to speak in a wise manner where it's not going to offend his people for no reason. I'm not saying if the brother just plain is wicked, you know what I'm saying, but for no when it's not called for. We turn down when it's uncalled for. We harshly rebuke when it's uncalled for. We understand that we all have different understandings, different verse 2 again.
The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness.
But the mouth of fools pours out foolishness. That's what we doing. We being foolish. We being very foolish as Israelites.
Salaki, real quick. Real quick, if we sound real low, I want y'all to type 2. If y'all can hear us fine, type 1. Because I see a brother said we sound real low. So we're going to try to speak up for y'all so y'all can hear us. But if y'all can hear us, please type 1.
Praying for Israel, man.
Yeah, we see it. They saying 1. So we can go. Oh, yeah. Somebody said
Somebody
2.
said 2.
Ezekiel said 2. Okay. Everybody else saying 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Come
All
on.
right. So we're gonna try to raise our voices for y'all. Thwada. Continue.
Come on, the water, family, the water.
God, precept 2.
Oh, you got it. Come on.
All right, so just to levy back on that, in hasty contention kindleth a fire, and in hasty fighting sheddeth blood. If thou blow the spark, it shall burn. If thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched. And both these come out of thy mouth. All right, so with your words, you can keep the fire rolling, and with your mouth, you know what I'm saying, you can also put the fire out. It just depends on how you use it.
That's a lot. I'm gonna say this, Israel. It's not too much about about a strong rebuke. It's more the platform and the audience that we setting in front of. We doing things out of we acting real foolish. Cause we out here, we trying to edify our people, and then yet we end up debating with our people. You understand what I'm saying? The whole purpose of us coming together as a camp and going out is to bring the people to the truth, not to really sit there and debate what you think is right or wrong.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Doing the work is bringing the flock to the fold. That's doing the work. But if we gonna have a debate, we don't need Israel. You understand what I'm saying? So let's act in a decently and orderly fashion. And if we have a debate and we know it's gonna be a strong debate, we need to set up a platform for that so whereas though it's a controlled environment. You understand what I'm saying? Not whereas though we just on the street and a brother come up and you got a brother trying to edify, but then some scoffers over there, he want to get up and at a debate. That's defeating the purpose. That don't make sense. You understand what I'm saying? And it's making us look real stupid out there, man. It make us look real stupid because we not just coning for Esau, we looking like coons in front of each other. So our own people looking at us like, but they swear they got the truth, but look at it. Look how they over there debating against each other. Our own people look at that. So we gotta start to set a better example. We gotta start to do that and stop being so zealous and letting our emotions control a debate. Because when you dealing with a debate or any truth, you gotta deal with facts. You can't just come up saying, what you know or how you feel. And that's the problem when they get down to this word. People want to come out with, I feel, or it should be. No, it's no reconciliation with the word of the Most High. As it is written, so shall you do.
That's right.
That's flat out. There's no way of getting around it. So I just wanted to put that out there for the fact.
And you got to put on me.
Oh yeah, I just want to say one thing. You know, it turns from edification to the family to entertainment for Negroes. We not here for that. We not here for that. We here to wake up the lost tribes of Israel. You know what I'm saying? We have a job to do. You feel what I'm saying? We have a real serious job, the most important job you'll ever have in your life. And we have to take it serious.
Because we understand how dangerous this is to our own souls.
That's right.
We can't walk in the carnal nature and still expect for us to get the kingdom. That's why what's the second greatest commandment? To love thy neighbor as thyself. Because if you don't,
You condemning yourself.
you condemn yourself. We don't think like that. You know what I'm saying?
And it's not rocket science. That's simple. That's 1 + 1 is 2. You know what I'm saying? So
How can the love of the Father be in you and you even loving your own neighbor as yourself? It's not in you. It's not in you. You got to
Yeah.
bring it up. See you next.
So this is the book of Sirach, chapter 37, verse 19. There is one that is wise and teacheth many, and yet is unprofitable to himself. And that's going to be a lot of brothers who know a lot about the truth, but don't apply the truth the right way. You know what I'm saying? You're going to teach a lot of people stuff, but you're not going to be profitable to yourself in the end. So, you know what I'm saying? We just got to clean ourselves up and act more brotherly.
Like how I said, don't just clean the outside, clean the inside also. Because that's what really matters. It's the inside. You understand? Go ahead, Trey Sean. You got a precept. Then we're going to go to 1 John 2 and 7.
Yeah, this is the book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother.
Ooh! Read it again from the top.
speak up. Just say it loud.
This is 1 John,
I was on the street.
this is 1 John 4 and 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
He is a what?
A liar.
He is a liar. If you hate your brother and you swear you love the Most High, you keeping all these commandments, right? But you hate your brother, you are what?
A liar.
But look, we can be in the corners all day long. 1 John 2 and 3. If you ain't keeping no commandments, you a liar. But if you hate your brother, you a liar. You can keep the holy days, you can have fringes, but still not have the love of the Father in you. And still be a liar. And still be a liar. So now the finger points back at us. You know what I'm saying? Freedom.
For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love God whom he hath not seen?
Exactly.
Powerful right
That's
there,
powerful.
bro.
That's powerful. We gotta really think about that. How can you love the Most High that you don't see? If
That's common sense. What people say, people fear what they don't know. How you gonna love the Most High? You don't even know what he look like. But then we got a problem loving each other. Live right next door to each other.
really, right, and really, it shows that we still not ready for the kingdom. We not ready for the Most High's in your house just return. We not ready for it, cause they're going to be upset with a lot of people for not doing simple things, the basic things. But I guess in these last days, the basic things not so basic. It's complicated, right? Come on now, 1 John 2 and 7.
Brother.
That's a good scripture. That's a good scripture. Family, man, I like that, man. I like that. That's key right there. This is basic stuff that we not even doing. Basic stuff we not even doing, but we want to go into everything else. We want to be the head dude in charge. We want to be the leaders, the teachers. The hate is outweighing the good within the whole nation as a whole. That's why you see in every corner there's so many problems. When it ain't gotta be like that. It's not that hard, man. We make it hard for our own selves for no reason. 1 John 2 and 7.
It's the book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 7.
I'm tired, man. I'm tired of this for real. Like it's sad. It really is.
That's all you see.
That's all you see.
That's all you see is beef. We beefing. That's all you see now. You know, and it's sad. I'm gonna go get the scripture out. It's 1 John chapter 2 and verse 7. Brethren, I write no new commandment unto you, but an old commandment which ye have had from the beginning.
It's an old commandment.
The
That we
old
had from the beginning, man. Come on.
The old commandment is the word which ye have heard from the beginning. Again, a new commandment I write unto you, which thing is true in him and in you, because the darkness is past, and the true light now shineth. He that saith he is in the light, and hateth his brother, is in darkness even until now.
Read verse 9 again.
He that saith he is in the light, and hateth his brother, is in darkness even until now.
So you gotta think, for all those that's out here beefing, all this strife, all this contention, all this going back and forth, all this debating for no reason, all this belittling, all this tearing down, ask yourself, are they or are we in the light? I ain't gonna say they, are we in the light? Because we are one.
Yeah.
Are we in the light? Consider that thing. Are we in the light? Read verse 10.
Yeah, it's definitely more.
Yeah.
Verse 10. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there is none occasion of stumbling in him. But he that hateth his brother is in darkness, and walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth, because that darkness hath blinded his eyes.
Right. So everyone, oh snap, go ahead. Fall up. Slide it, Israel.
Hey, bro, I told you. I told you that was gonna happen when we were
Hey,
live.
man. Spoken into this.
Slide it. Read verse 10 again.
That can't be. Oh, you know, oh yeah, the wheel popped
Hey,
off.
bro, you can't be falling on the live.
Yeah. Live, man.
Yeah, you can't do us like that.
Stay tuned for the very back wheels.
Hey,
Come on,
man.
so I don't know how, but
Read verse 10 again.
verse 10.
Verse 11, slide it.
Verse 11. But he that hateth his brother is in darkness, and walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth, because the darkness hath blinded his eyes.
Right. So, like I said before, we gotta examine that and consider that. That all this type of emulations and jealousies and envies and strife, we gotta ask ourselves, are we in the light? And if we not, then we gotta make some changes, man. There should be more love going out than hate. There should be more peace, more unity that should be within the nation. We gotta really start considering and start making changes, man. Like we see the times we're living in. We see the end, and no change has still been bring out no certain cases, but just what's going on now is getting worse, and it's ridiculous.
And then on top of that, people is coming in and they seeing that, and it's building like a standard of how they should conduct themselves.
Right.
You know.
In fact, valid. I'm glad you said that. How different are we from the Christian church? Because they do what they do. It's the same thing. Oh, she got a nice hat. I'm gonna wear a bigger hat. Oh, you getting all the women? I'm gonna get more women. Come on, man. Like it's a constant competition, a constant hate, jealousy. Oh, man, come on. Now we supposed to be set apart. We in the truth, acting like we still in the world. It don't add up, man. You can't mix the two. Can't be lukewarm in this truth.
You got precept.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That was you.
All right, cool. So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 19. And I'm pulling this because I'm saying this is more so on the end times tip that where we are right now. You feel me? So verse 19 it says, "Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment." And we see a lot of them things happening right now because we in the end times. Verse 20. It says, "But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness. But be always mindful of the scourges." So with all of this stuff happening, you know what I'm saying, earthquakes, you know what I'm saying, pestilence, you know what I'm saying, wars and rumors of wars and stuff of that nature, all of these things are happening in the last times, and people still not turning from their wickedness, just how I said in Ezra.
That's
So,
right.
you know what I'm saying, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, we gotta apply this.
Gotta apply it.
Yeah, we gotta apply this. We gotta apply this thing.
Let's get Proverbs chapter 11, verse 12. Proverbs chapter. These last days, we're supposed to be building, unifying, coming together. If we're not doing that, then what are we here for? Yeah, we ready. Proverbs 11 as well.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 12. He that is void of wisdom despiseth his neighbor.
It says what?
He that is void of wisdom despiseth his neighbor.
So we claim to have all this wisdom, all this knowledge, all this understanding, but we despise our neighbor. And it said we avoided that. If we do that, we avoid understanding. Because this is the most understanding thing. This is the thing we're supposed to have the most knowledge in. But we avoid of understanding if we despise our neighbor. Applying simple stuff, small stuff. So read it again, Salaki. Read it again.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 12. He that is void of wisdom despiseth his neighbor, but a man of understanding holdeth his peace.
But that man that has understanding
Holdeth his peace.
hold his peace. That's why Yahushua said what? Blessed be the peacemakers. We not about peace in these last days, man. It's all chaos. Folly and chaos. Where are the peacemakers? Listen, brother, listen, sister, I understand where you're coming from. I understand you that way with it, but look, I still love you. It's all good. Let's keep the commandments together. It's all love. Where is that? We think that makes us soft or weak. We still carrying that same mindset in the truth. It's the same thing. Oh, I ain't gonna show love to him. They're gonna think I'm weak. I'm an Israelite. I gotta be hard up. No. Yahushua said that he was meek and he was lowly. Hold on, real quick. Let's get Matthew 10 real quick. Let's get it real quick. Matthew 10. Yahushua said the Messiah said he was meek and he was lowly. Matthew chapter 10. And let's get verse. Where is that? What is the 11 slide? Matthew chapter 11 and verse. Let's get 28. Start verse 28. Let's get that.
Book of Matthew chapter 11 verse 28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me.
And learn of me. Right up.
For I am meek and lowly in heart.
It says, I am meek and lowly in heart. Yahushua the Savior, he was meek. He was merciful. He had compassion. He understood the things we were going through. So why are we not following that example? We're supposed to be Yahushua Christ-like, right? We're supposed to follow the Messiah, but we not be meek and lowly. The meek shall inherit the earth, right? Who's out there being meek?
And that's a heavy statement. It's a short statement, but it's heavy.
You know what this remind me of? The statement the old heads used to say back in the day, you used to take a step forward and 2 steps back. People take that step forward and come into this truth. And then we take 2 steps back by trying to one up our own brothers in the debate. You feel what I'm saying? Like you stepping back. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't never like that in the ancient times. You feel what I'm saying? We prove it. We prove our brother wrong. You feel what I'm saying?
Through love, though.
Yeah, through love, right? It wasn't never a hateful speech or a hateful approach. It was all building and edification. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna go ahead and rebuke my brother because I don't want to suffer sin upon him as the scriptures say.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I know better. I know this to be true. So I gotta clarify this up for my people so they can have an understanding. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we know. That's what we know as a nation of people. We don't do that.
That's right.
We quick to that's that house nigga and field nigga mentality. Carry it like that amongst our own people, man. It's sickening and it's a shame.
That's right. That's right. Let's get Zechariah 8 and 16. Book of Zechariah chapter 8 and verse 16.
This is the book of Zechariah. Let's see slightly out here.
Zechariah 8 and 16.
All right. It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 8 and verse 16. These are the things that ye shall do. Speak ye every man the truth of his neighbor in your gates.
Truth and what?
And judgment and peace in your gates.
That's right. That's one thing we lacking severely is peace. There's no our own nation within our own body. Where's the peace at? There is none.
The next verse.
That's right. Yeah, oh yeah, we getting there. We getting there. But Jacob, Israel gotta understand that like we supposed to be peaceful among our own. Like Paul said what? to live peaceably with all men.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the heathen chief.
Verse 17.
Verse 17. And let none of you imagine evil in your hearts against his brother.
And do what? Imagine evil in your hearts against his neighbor. We fail at that.
Don't be plotting.
We plotting, trying to figure out how we going to tear his brother down. We're doing the opposite of building, and we wonder why there's so many problems. And we wonder why we get laughed at by other nations. They said it, and they laugh at us.
Salakia, and building also comes with when you gotta know when you're wrong, because you know what I'm saying. That's a great factor with building. You know what, brother? I'm wrong. You right. You know what I'm saying? Because I experienced that personally. I had all right, I don't know what I'm talking about. He know what he talking about. So the Bible's saying that. So I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
We all have been there.
Yeah.
And you know what? Stop it. That's a whole nother topic.
Let's go into it.
Going
Going into
We're
it.
here for another 4 hours, man.
Hey, getting on part 2, you know,
That's the humility, man. Let me read verse 17 again.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 8 and verse 17. And let none of you imagine evil in your heart against his neighbor, and love no false oath. For all these are things that I hate, saith the Lord.
What the Most High say?
For all these are things that I hate, saith the Lord.
These are the things the Most High hate. So imagine for all those brothers and sisters that secretly got hate, that imagining evil in your hearts against your own people, the Most High hates you.
80%.
The Most High hates you. Now the finger get pointed back at self. And Jake know who they are. Israel, they know who they are. You know what I'm saying? They know who they are. Oh, I'm a confound them. See me real quick on the line. I'm gonna destroy you. Jake do that, man.
To be real zealous.
Jake do that. I'm gonna destroy this guy.
Only been in the truth 2 weeks. We couldn't wait.
I got all the understanding.
You know, watch a couple videos. You know, her brother say confounded. He just, you know, a couple people started get precepts. He just ready.
That's ready, man.
That's Jake.
Slow down, family. Slow down, family. Just slow down. That's not what we here for.
That's
We get to uplift.
That's the competitive spirit that Jake got.
I
Naturally.
mean, that's why.
Yeah,
It's the wrong thing.
you can't be competitive in the truth. Be competitive in the card game. Play some 2K or something. I don't know.
I mean,
Whatever
but-
you gotta do, but not here in this truth. You know what I mean?
But that's why scriptures say that knowledge puffs up. Knowledge puffs up. Like you're completely prideful now. Like you said, you think you got it all figured out, then you all puffed up. Now you want argue with everybody.
And what the scripture say, pride go before destruction.
And like I said, that's why I said it's a whole different topic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a whole complete
Oh,
different
man.
topic that Jake heard it all before, but it's still not being applied. You know what I'm saying? Where we at? Let's get John chapter 13. St. John chapter 13.
This is the book of John, chapter 13.
Ye love one another. Debate one another.
Ye love one another.
That ye love one another.
As I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have loved one to another.
Read that part again, verse 35.
By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have loved one to another.
So this how we know those that are truly in the spirit of the Most High and Yahushua, if those that have love to one another, that's merciful, that has compassion to one another. That's how you know the true followers, the true believers of Yahushua. We can have head knowledge all day long, but if we're not even doing this, who we following? The ways of the world, the flesh, and Satan. You understand? You gotta examine that thing. Let's get Romans chapter 1, verse 28. Romans chapter 1, verse 28. It's ridiculous, man. All the beef, the hatred, the humiliation in Israel, it's ridiculous.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 28. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind.
An undisciplined mind.
To
That's
do,
what that
those,
means.
to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness,
Being filled with all unrighteousness, we're going.
fornication, wickedness, covetousness,
Maliciousness,
full of envy,
full of envy,
murder,
murder,
debate,
what?
debate,
Debate,
deceit,
uh-huh,
malignity, whisperers, backbiters,
that what?
backbiters,
Uh-huh,
haters of God, despiteful,
be what?
despiteful,
Despiteful,
proud,
what? Proud,
boasters,
boasters,
inventors of evil things,
uh-huh,
disobedient to parents,
uh-huh,
without understanding,
without understanding,
covenant breakers,
covenant breakers,
without natural affection,
without natural affection,
implacable,
uh-huh,
unmerciful,
what?
unmerciful.
Damn.
You got no mercy on your brothers.
He cut that out here, man. But Yahweh shouldn't try to deal with me, though. I mean, the spirit Yahweh watching me, Shah, unmerciful as hell. Oh, yeah, we ain't done. We ain't done. We ain't done.
Who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death. Not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
Dang, listen, that's a key thing. It says, but have pleasure in them that do them. Listen,
Sad.
I'm going to speak on my own experience. I have seen people who go around looking to cause strife. Like, I mean, they looking to cause strife. They looking for a debate. They looking to argue. I seen that. I seen it. I'm going to set this dude up. See me on live. Let's debate. Let's have a debate. I seen dudes going around doing that. So read verse 32 again.
The book of Romans, chapter 1, and verse 32. Who knowing the judgment of God, that they will commit such things are worthy of death.
Damn.
Not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
Right, it's worthy of death. It's worthy of death, because that's wicked. Wearing fringes don't make you righteous.
That's,
Yes.
that's one commandment.
One
That's
commandment.
one commandment. If I put fringes on a dope fiend, what do that mean? It's still the same. You got to change on the inside and on the outside.
Keeping the Sabbath don't make you righteous.
That's one commandment.
One commandment, because you could be, what's the second? I'm gonna chill out. But when the sun goes down, I'm burnt.
Hey, man.
And that's how it was when I first came into the truth. When I first came into the truth, I was wicked every day. But when the Sabbath day came, so I put my act together, I couldn't wait till the sun went down. I was outside retarded.
Hey man, you was a
But
Christian, man.
what? Right, exactly. But over time, what that did was it built me up to say, man, I can't keep playing with this. I gotta be like this for real. You see what I mean? But you know what I'm saying. But one thing I do really want to say though is, you know, we all are still flesh. So if you are going through these things, don't give up just because you hit a lesson. Just get up, dust it off, love your brother, keep fighting. That's all that you can do.
That's the end I'll be of,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? That this video is not to bash nobody that's got caught up in that. Because I've been caught up in my own frustration plenty of times since I've been in the truth.
Yup, we
You know
all
what I'm saying?
have.
So the stuff that we reading, I understand it because I'm a human being myself. But we gotta evolve. We gotta grow.
That's the thing. We gotta grow.
We can't be hearers. We gotta be doers. So you know, that's all I really got for that.
Yeah, 'cause it's many people that's not in the truth. I ain't no idea about the truth, but they keep some of the laws some of the time unknowingly, just because it's everyday life. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean they righteous. They have no idea. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Where we at? Let's get, you get a point to bring up. Let's get 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 3. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 3. So this is a lesson to really highlight what's going on within the nation, because this, out of all things, is what's going to get you to the kingdom. Loving the Most High and loving. Wait, we got it. 1 Corinthians 3 and 3.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 3. For ye are yet carnal.
It says what?
For ye are yet carnal.
We still carnal, man. We are still carnal. We got all this head knowledge, but we still carnal. Because we're not applying these simple things, these milk commandments. So we are still carnal.
For whereas there is among you envying
Envying. It's a lot of envy going with Israel.
and
This brother think he deep, so now I gotta come back with a deeper breakdown. I want everybody to see me. I gotta come back even harder now. This camp doing that. Oh, we gotta be harder than them.
And it's sad because 9 times out of 10 you did that whole breakdown for nothing.
Right.
Because you wasn't really right for them.
Oh man.
Oh, look. Oh, you see what they doing? Oh, they doing this and that. Who think they are? Who that? They ain't nobody. They doing this. That's how we are, man. That's how we are. Oh, this camp doing that now. What? Whatever. They got honor people. Whatever. So what? We still better.
I can do better.
Thought it ain't going.
Sad though. That's Jay.
That's our people, man. So read for the top again.
for ye are yet carnal. For whereas there is among you envying
Is envy among Israel?
and strife
There's strife among Israel.
and divisions,
That's a big thing. There's total division among Israel. Total division.
are ye not carnal and walk as men?
Right. That's a rhetorical. Are we not carnal about doing this stuff? Of course we are. Of course we are carnal. You can't say you ain't carnal. There's all those divisions. But still, I mean, everybody, no, man, bump that. Love your people. Unify. Break bread with your people, man. Like, come on, man. How's that hard to do? Listen, man, look. I know you believe this, but come on. Yeah, that's just some food, man. Let's build. That's dialogue. That's not hard to do.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? But we still carnal. Let's get 1 Corinthians 1 and 10. 1 Corinthians 1 and 10.
The book of 1 Corinthians. The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1 and verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord, division among you,
There be what?
that there be no divisions among you.
There'll be no divisions among you. That don't mean that you don't have to disagree, but don't be divided. Still come together with your people.
Right.
Let's build on the things we can agree with. We believe in the Messiah. We believe in keeping the commandments. We believe in the Heavenly Father. Okay, brother, we can build, man. Everything else, we can dialogue about it. It's okay to disagree, to agree to disagree. That don't mean there gotta be division. We understand that everybody got different ideas on what they think is true. Okay, but let's still come together. How hard is that? If we come together as one nation, really the way we're supposed to, we'll be a force to reckon with, man. You understand? We'll be a serious force. It ain't gotta be division. Okay, you say that name, you say this name, you pronounce it like that. Okay, we call the same Messiah. Okay, I can rock with that. You came from Israel. Okay, cool. I can rock with that.
And to add on that, Israel, the Most High said all we got to do is keep the laws and come together.
That's it. Holy
He's
convocations.
gonna do the rest. He ain't gotta do nothing. Look, just go ahead and do your part, and I'ma handle that. You can't even get that down.
But we trying to learn the deep revelations. You know what I'm saying? The dragon and all this different stuff.
We still haven't even
Weeks.
mastered the milk yet. We trying to digest that brisket. Chill, choke.
Come on, man. Read verse 10 again, man. You got precept. Come on. Read verse 10 again.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1 and verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you.
That there be no divisions among you. Now, if people are willingly being divided, you gotta reconsider that. If you're in a congregational assembly that's purposely, willingly dividing, you gotta reconsider that. Oh, I can't camp with this camp right here because they don't believe in this. I can't camp with this brother and sister because they don't believe in this. You gotta reconsider that thing.
Yeah, because really in the end, you played a part in the vision. Because you obeyed that man. So, you know.
You're gonna tell the Lord, well, he didn't believe what I believe in. He didn't believe in this. What the heck? Really? Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I don't believe this dude. I give you an example, and you still. I told you, he that's not against us is for us.
And then the angels gonna come, gonna snatch you up, drag
Drag
you
you
off
to
to
the
the left, drag you off to the left. You feel me? And that's it. There you go. You're releasing the kingdom.
That's right, man. For real though. For real, you gotta consider that thing, man.
No, that ain't worth it.
It's not, D. But what?
But that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment.
What's that same mind? We Israelites, man. We gotta come back to the Heavenly Father. We gotta show love to our people. We gotta uplift one another. That's having the same mind.
God.
Because if we can do that, then the small fine tuning gonna work itself out. Those minor kinks is gonna get worked out. But the main thing is what? Having the same mind. You understand? We serving the same master, the same savior, the same father, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We serving the same commandments he gave us. Everything else is gonna work itself out. But we gotta do this first. So, like I said, if you're in the assembly that's regularly being divided, you gotta be considered that. Because that's not the spirit of the Most High.
Not at all.
At all. You understand? So from there, let's get 2 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 20. 2 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 20. And I mean, we ain't gotta go into details, but we see what's going on. We see what's going on. We ain't gotta get you specific. We see what's going on as a whole. You understand? 2 Corinthians 12, verse 20.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 20. For I fear, lest when I come, I shall not find you such as I would, and that I shall be found unto you such as ye would not, lest there be debates, envyings, wraths.
Matter of fact, Salaki, yeah, you're right. Let's start up. Let's start from verse Salaki. Let's start from verse 14.
Come. Verse 14. Behold, the third time I am ready to come to you, and I will not be a burdensome to you.
It's like Corinthians.
All right. Verse
Sloppy,
20.
bro.
Sloppy.
Sloppy,
For I fear lest when I come, I shall not find you such as I would, and that I shall be found unto you such as ye would not, lest there be debates, envyings, wraths, strifes, backbitings, whisperings, swellings, and tumults.
Right. So that's what's going on within Israel now. Clear as day. To a T. So now Paul's saying that, now take this step further. What did the Messiah come back to see that? What did the Messiah come back to see that?
And look, right, and it keep giving you the same list. It keep giving you the same exact list. Backbiting, all of that.
Debates.
I'm telling you, when Yahushua come back, you don't want to be on that list, bro. I'm talking about nowhere. You don't want to be on that list.
And listen, we gotta remember, right? The Most High is a father, right? It's the same way as our earthly parents.
The so-called black father, too.
So-called black father. He come home saying the simplest argument, he don't care who right or wrong. They all getting whipped.
That's why we get that
Right. They all getting whipped. But he did, I don't care. Bend over, he cracking the belt. He told me no. Everybody getting it. And look, you can be right. You can be right as hell.
Ain't did nothing.
And then nothing wrong.
All game.
But because you feed into the strifes, the debates, and the envious, you getting whooped too. You getting whooped too. Everybody wanna get it. You understand?
I just woke up.
So what? Let's get it. No, just waking up though. 2 weeks in the truth, you already, man, listen, you getting whooped too.
Are you on debate? You only 2 weeks in the truth?
Come on, man, Jake gotta be considered, man. Look, it's souls on the line. At what point we start thinking about our souls, man, and the souls of others? It's souls on the line. This not no. It's not a game. It's not no competition. It's not about who can get the biggest prize. No, man. It's souls on the line. And if you don't fall in line, then you're getting dragged on to the left. You're getting destroyed. You know what I'm saying? This truth is no game. Like people take the truth for a joke. They take the truth for a joke. Like the kingdom is granted to you. Like you getting the kingdom. So Jake wants to start acting all kind of ways. I'm I mean, no.
different topic, but
still.
What's wrong with that?
Touch on
Look, I ain't gonna touch on it, but you know what I'm saying? When you run with that can make you feel like, oh, all right, I'm about to stunt.
Yeah.
I'm about to act different. Because you think that you in there.
There's no real fear.
There ain't no
Exactly,
fear.
yeah.
But that's another topic.
Another topic?
That's another
Another
topic.
topic.
I mean, even though it says you hate your brother, you're a murderer,
There's
and no murderer have eternal life abiding in them. We'll just skip over that and just say everybody's gonna get the kingdom. But that's another topic.
Right.
Another topic. Another topic.
Wait a minute. First Corinthians, you got it. God.
Confounded.
Let's get, hold on. Let's get the book of Galatians chapter 5 and verse 14. Let's get that. Galatians chapter 5, verse 14.
Let's see. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 5 and verse 14. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Hold on, read again from the top. Just read again from the top, man.
For all the law is fulfilled in one word.
For all the law is fulfilled in one word. If you're doing these things, you're fulfilling the Most High commandments. Read on.
Even in this,
Even in this,
thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. That's it, man. That's it. That's it. That's how you really gonna get the kingdom. Loving your people, having faith in the Messiah, and don't you gotta do, man. But people so blinded with all kind of strifes and carnal thoughts and in relations that we can't even get to that level. You know what I'm saying? We can't even get to that level. This thing is what keep hindering us. And like I said, man, I'm tired of it for real.
Like my pop said, man, you get a new Hebrew in the truth in 2 weeks. You're picking that Bible up, and he think he ready to go cut something up.
We want to debate all the brothers, everybody.
Everybody.
You don't sit your tail down with them baby precepts. Yeah, go ahead, man.
That's how it be, yo.
Let's get Romans 13 and 8.
Oh, baby brute.
Romans 13 and 8.
Hey, brother, Hoppers be vicious.
Yeah, they do, man. Especially like 15 years old, you jump like, what,
Ready,
15?
That's a good spirit. And
Smile, yo. All right, so this is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 8. Owe no man anything but to love one another.
It says what?
But it says, owe no man anything but to love one another.
But to love one another.
So you owe him that. For he that loveth his brother hath fulfilled the law.
You just read that. If you love your brother or sister, you fulfilled the law. Because if you love your brother, you're not going to hate your brother. If you love your sister, you're not going to envy your sister.
All praises.
If you love your brother and sister, you're not going to wish death and imagine evil thoughts against your brother and sister.
And I just want to say this too. Because, you know what I'm saying? We don't just got camps beefing with each other, but we got powerful camps beefing with each other. And for an Edomite that's in power right now, he probably laughing. Esau probably laughing because Esau like, shit, you hate him, they hate you, and we get ready to put both of y'all to death. Both of y'all on camera, on the highways and byways, all of us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the first ones that we really want to do that to. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Brothers, let's try to tighten up on this thing, man.
They gonna be in the dang.
We side by side.
Right, regular guillotine. Oh, brother, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, brother.
Hey, honestly, hey, I'm gonna be honest. As wicked as Jake is, man, Jake might still be like, man. Hey, perks, man. Put you on perks, man. Hey, yo. Soon as they come back, I'm gonna push them up there. I'm gonna push them up there. Like, you know,
Chain, don't right there, your head cut off. Still right, nigga. Hey, yo, you about to die, man. You about to die. You still trying to make it.
They'll say, see what your doctrine got us into?
Hey, yo.
Hey, bro. That's Jake, man.
Yo, chill, dog. Yo, that's fast. I mean, yeah, like, you been laughing, but that's true.
That's how stiff necked Israel
Yeah.
is.
Harsh as the adamant stone, man. Harsh as the it's cold. Cold, man. Golly.
For this thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Keep going.
Verse 10, love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore love is fulfilling, therefore love is the fulfilling of the law.
That's it. Love don't work no ill to his neighbor. So just by sitting back and watching,
A lot of it is not, man.
it's not.
It's not at all.
It's not. We, arguing over petty things that don't even have no type of substance. It's just dumb stuff. Cause this brother and sisters is in that camp, or they doing this with their walk. There's no real love.
If we follow that one law right there, we can rise as a nation of people, man.
Yeah.
Just that one, and that's just one of the laws. Law don't make no sense, man.
That's the main law. Cause if you do that, you fulfill the law.
Fulfill all the
Fulfill
law.
everything. That's the main one. That's gonna get you to the kingdom. Cause listen, man, it's not gonna be no kind of strife in the kingdom. There's not gonna be no debating in the kingdom. There's not gonna be no endings in the kingdom.
No covetous.
None of that. So how in the heck you think you're gonna get in by doing these things now? You're not kingdom ready. You're not kingdom ready, man.
Who's that, man?
Wait, bring it up.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9. This is one of my favorites. Book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 15. Smart. I've said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. Like as a wave is greater than a drop. So it's letting you know right off the bat, the door to salvation is small. The door to the lake of fire is wide open, and there's gonna be more of them that's gonna perish than them that's gonna get saved. So why would you want to even tamper with it and gamble being that wave versus being that drop that gets elected? It's retarded.
Because when that wave hit, everybody be trying to run away from it. It's too late then.
You'll think that with that understanding that we as a people we're trying extra hard to be merciful, to be compassionate. You'll think we'd be like that, but
I mean, you would think with the coronavirus, earthquakes, you know what I'm saying, the rumors of war and all that, you would think brothers would be like, bro, we gotta get this together. Brother, call my phone real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's unite. Let's get to know who one another is. You know what I'm saying? We mothers of Yahweh Shah. We can sit down with Sakari. We can sit down with Watchman for Israel. I can call up brother Yahweh from Sons of Thunder and talk about topics that we don't necessarily agree on. You know what I'm saying? Me and Deacon done sat and chopped it up on the phone and talk about certain things that we didn't necessarily agree on. Me and Nakwan do it all the time. Why can't the nations just be like that? We sit down with each other. Before we did it live, we had a short little debate. You see what I'm saying? Before we did it live,
It wasn't even a debate.
It's discussing what's truth versus what's not truth. As a nation, we should be able to do that.
with anybody.
With anybody. But, you know what I'm saying, we not there yet, sadly, but, you know what I'm saying? Lord willing, we can get there in the near future.
You gotta think of the job the Most High put on us to build a nation of people up that has been ran down on by every nation on this earth.
Right.
So it's a lot of strongholds and yokes that we gotta break through in order to get our people. And it's a lot, not just that, it's a lot of stuff that the people gonna have to go through. You understand what I'm saying? Because it takes a certain amount of pressure to push a person to a certain point. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you just ain't gonna get no diamond if you ain't go through all that pressure. You understand what I'm saying? You got to go through a lot of pressure in order to come out beautiful on the other side. And that's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take for a lot of our people to go through a whole lot till they get to that fed up point in order to come to this realization right here.
James chapter 3 and verse 14. Come.
That's just one of them.
James 3 and 14. Let's get that.
Let me know when y'all ready.
Matter of fact, James 3 and 13. Stuff from there.
That Everybody got it.
Yeah, go ahead. Bring it up.
This is the book of James, chapter 3, and verse 13. Who is a wise man and endued with knowledge among you? Let him show not and lie not against the
It
truth.
says, glory not. If you have bitter envy and strife in your hearts, glory not. Me glory in that thing.
Yeah,
I just cut this brother up. He tried to come in with some folly. I shut him down. Yeah. Come in with that bull crap.
Not just in the truth though. That's talking about rap music.
All that.
That's not just in the truth. It's talking about worldly things too. Rap music. You know what I'm saying? We glorify everything finally and common.
like even just rap music.
But when it comes down to something important, to uplifting our people, but then we you the same person that's sitting in town hall meetings talking about how can we fix the problem.
They don't even do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you getting at?
Right. Where we at? Verse 15. Verse 15.
Verse 15. This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, devilish.
Dang. Golly. That say what?
This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, devilish.
It's if you got bitter envy. Golly. Read on.
For where envying and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work.
And that's why these newcomers, these new believers, they going back quick. They like, no, I'm out. I can't do it. It's confusion and it's discouraging a lot of people. It's offending a lot of little ones. And they seen it. Like, yo, I can't do it no more.
Yeah.
I can't do it. No, I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, I done seen people, and I'm not passive. We reconnected. All right, so just went out. So I'm gonna repeat it. I done seen females on Facebook fall out of this truth just for the strife and envying that's on Facebook. Now, that could be a real bad thing because that could be blood on your hands if you happen to be that person that was on there. Then on top of that, you got accounts also that's on there with no picture. Could be agents. You know what I'm saying? Stirring up a lot of stuff. You know, but for the most part, you know, a lot of things that we do, it affects the people that's around us. So, you know, you gotta keep that in mind.
Whether we know it or not, it do. You know what I'm saying? Where we at? Verse 16? Verse 16 again.
Verse 16. For where envying and strife is, there is confusion and every evil work. But the wisdom that is from above is first pure,
It's pure.
then peaceable,
Then what?
peaceable,
Chaotic.
peaceable,
Then peaceable.
gentle,
It's gentle, man. It's not all hard up. You know what I'm saying? It's not all, you know what I'm saying?
without partiality, and without hypocrisy.
Like we said earlier, man, we merciful. We don't got no kind of mercy at all. We'll watch your brother sister crash and burn and don't help them because we don't agree. Or we're in a different congregation or whatever. We'll watch that happen. So the wisdom, say it again?
Said, watch it happen and record it.
Right.
Yeah, talk about it.
And be like, that's judgment.
That's
That's judgment. Come on, man. So it says the wisdom of that's is above is full of mercy and good fruit, without partiality and without hypocrisy. We don't.
And the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace of them that make peace.
Woo! Read that verse
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Ooh,
And the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace of them that make peace.
You see that, man? Righteousness, man. It's sown in peace of them that make peace. Let's be the peacemakers. Because those the ones gonna what? If the kingdom will happen. There ain't gonna be no chaos in the kingdom. No envious, no strife, none of that. So the peacemakers are gonna get the kingdom. Righteousness sown in peace of them that make peace. But we all each other, we all each other enemies. We our own worst enemy. Our own brothers, our own sisters, our own worst enemies. Let's get back to 2:8. We are own worst enemies, man. Of our own kind. And guess what? It ain't gotta be coons. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gotta be sellouts. Your own people that believe the same thing as you, supposedly. What does that say?
Off the robe with the garment from them that pass by securely as men averse from war.
Can you verse it again?
Even of late my people is risen up as an enemy.
Even my own people is risen up as an enemy.
Ye pull off the robe with a garment from them that pass by securely as men averse from war.
That's a damn shame, man. That's our people, man. Who we at? 'Cause I want to get another one. I think it's in that same joint. That's it. We verse it again. That's it. Yeah, read it one more time.
Verse 8. Even of late my people is risen up as an enemy.
Right. Our own people is our own worst enemy, man.
Ye,
Our own worst enemy. We don't.
ye pull off the robe with a garment from them that pass by securely as men averse from war.
Yeah, precept.
Come. All right, so this is the book of Mark, chapter 11, verse 25. And when ye stand praying, forgive. If ye have aught against any, that your Father also which is in heaven may forgive you your trespasses. But if ye do not forgive, neither will your Father which is in heaven forgive your trespasses. So that just goes to show how different the Most High is from us, because when a brother transgresses, everybody say, kill him, kill him, kill him. We wish death on that brother. The Most High gonna do this, that, and the third to you. But the Most High himself see what you did, and knew you was gonna do it before you did it, and still forgive you when you go off. But you gotta forgive your brother. You gotta forgive your brother.
To some, that's meat.
Yeah, that's me.
That's meat.
That's a hidden book. You know what I'm saying? Brothers don't understand that joint. I'm trying to tell you.
That book is pseudo.
Yeah, man, you know. You know what I'm saying? They thought somebody injected that in there. Like, that's what it's saying.
No.
Esau put that in there.
You gotta forget.
Esau put that in there.
That's a fact, though, man. That's ridiculous. That's heavy right there. To see
man.
how the whole nation not applying that simple thing is heavy. You know what I'm saying? Let's get John chapter 15. Let's get verse. Let's start from verse 10. Yeah, come on. You got it.
All right, so while brothers is getting that, I'm gonna pull this too real quick. This is Ephesians chapter 2, verse 4. But God, who is rich in mercy, for his great love wherewith he loved us, even when we were dead in sins, have quickened us together with Christ. By grace ye are saved. All right, so you gotta understand, the Most High got that type of mercy. We should have that type of mercy, because we gonna need it the whole way. We gonna need it the whole way. Like I tell brothers, man, you know what I'm saying? Repentance, that's like a daily thing. You know what I'm saying? That's something that we gotta do daily to keep our garments clean, meaning our sleep. You see what I mean? So if we're not forgiving other people, we walking around with barbecue stains on our garments, spiritual garments, walking around with barbecue stains, a little bit of honey mustard right there. And you thinking that it's forgiven, but it's really not. Because you can't forget this brother right here, the brother from the next camp. And we not saying this in vain. Pretty soon all these videos are going to be right the way we saying this to try to help somebody that want to get themselves together in the spirit. And I talk to my brother all the time. And I tell mainly brother Adriel. I talk to brother Adriel and my Yakin too. You know, and my heart. Man, if I talk to all the brothers, but I tell the brothers, man, we need to start growing in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Knowing precepts and this, that, and the third, that's cool. But we got to grow more in the spirit. We got to mature more in the spirit. As men of the Most High.
That's a fact. Like I said earlier, it's not just about reading it, but it's application. You know what I'm saying?
Apply that thing.
Gotta apply that thing. That's how we really start to get understanding, is by applying it. And understanding the bigger picture of what the Most High and Yahushua is teaching us and trying to show us. You know what I'm saying? Where we at? John 15 and 10? John 15 and 10.
This is the book of John, chapter 15 and verse 10. If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you.
Read verse 10 again.
Verse 10.
Verse 10.
If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love.
Read verse 12.
Okay. Verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you.
Read verse 10 again.
If ye keep my commandments,
I mean, it's what we gotta do, man. We have to.
Bring it out.
I see what I'm saying. I see.
We have to.
Bring it out.
Israel don't get it.
Yeah, that's
Come
real,
on, man.
Bring it
That's
out.
real,
Bring it
man.
out.
Verse 10.
If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love.
Verse 12.
This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you.
That's right.
Man.
Simple.
Keep going, man. Let's go on that.
You
Let's
know,
go on that. Yeah.
Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you.
And Yahushua said, Christ said, if you love me, keep my commandments. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you.
And that's how we're going to know if we are disciples. That's why I tell you in Revelation 14 and 12, here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Yahushua. That's what we not trying to fit in with the society. That's what we trying to fit in right there.
Trying to fit into that kingdom.
Yeah, we trying to fit in right there.
That's right.
But you know what I'm saying? It'd be nice if the nation could get on board.
Let's get Matthew 5, man. We got a few more. But it got to be talked about and not only talked about, but it got to be applied too. Because it's getting out of hand. These last days, it's getting out of hand. It's getting worse.
Matthew 5 and 1.
And 43. The contention within Israel is getting worse. Like, I'm just sitting back watching it, and how it's keep escalating. And
And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 43. Ye have heard that I have been said, thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you.
that's where the real test of love coming at, man. That's where the real test of love coming at. When your own people start doing that, are you gonna bless them that use you? Are you gonna bless them that curse you? Are you gonna do that? Yahushua did that. He prayed for his people. Oh, you gonna do that?
And just for the record, for those out there reaching that want to save the white man, that's not
It's not talking about the dang white man.
That's not talking about that. That's not talking about.
Listen,
Right now.
we are not vouching. Listen, I'm gonna say this right now. We are not vouching to save our enemies of the other nations.
God.
Of our own people is what we're concerned about.
Because we believe in the gospel.
Right.
And the gospel consists of the other nations giving back their reparations.
Right,
So
exactly.
that's what we with. You see what
Exactly.
I'm saying? So when it's talking about love your neighbor, love your enemy, it's talking about if I'm beefing with Hezekiah, if I'm beefing with brother Adriel right here, squash that and love my enemy, the enemy of your own people. Because at the end of the day, that's your brother.
Listen, you know what's crazy? And I've seen it before. But it's been applied. Even in the word, but it's been applied, right? I seen two worst enemies became the best of friends, man. They're like, tight, ready to kill each other. Listen, I'm right. When I see this on site, somehow they made up, they squashed it, so they're tight of friends. They're the best of friends.
That happened to me
Crazy,
too.
man.
That happened to me once- that happened
Wow.
to me- Yeah, that happened to me once before in the world.
Getting a brother by doing that.
On some gang stuff, you know what I'm saying? Not going into that, but what he said is true. When brothers can sit down and try to see eye to eye, you don't even know this man. You see what I'm saying? Like, you hate somebody, you ain't even get a chance to know him.
You start feeling
That's
dumb.
probably the realest brother right there. That's the brother that's gonna look out for your kids when you pass.
That's how it be.
But we don't never get to know that because I live on this street, you live on that street, or I'm in this camp, you in that camp. You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't never get to know who we really beefing with. So, you know.
That's a fact. You gain brothers and sisters doing that. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, what verse we on? Like, verse what? 44? Yeah, 44.
And persecute you, that ye may be children of your fathers which is in heaven.
It's like I read from the top. It's like.
Israel started over. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 44. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven, and setteth rain on the just and on the unjust. For if ye love them which love, do not even the publicans the same. And if ye salute your brethren only, what do you more than others? Do not even the publicans so? But ye therefore perfect, as your Father which is in heaven is perfect.
So, out of all that, be perfect as the Father in heaven is perfect. You understand? Love your enemy of your own kind and make amends and come together the way you're supposed to, man. As Israelites. That's the true Israelite. That's a true Israelite, a true Hebrew. In him there's no, what y'all should I say? A true Israelite indeed, in him there's no God. Who's speaking what? Nicodemus, something like that? In John 3? Something? I'm paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? But let's get 1 Peter 3 and 8. 1 Peter 3 and 8. First Peter chapter 3, verse 8.
Now, this is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 8. Finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion one of another. Love as brethren. Be pitiful, be courteous, not rendering evil for evil, or railing for railing, but contrariwise, blessing, knowing that ye are thereunto called, that ye should inherit a blessing.
Should say that for closeout, man.
That's
That's a good closeout. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good closeout.
That's a good closeout right there.
But it's the truth.
Truth.
I mean, and really, Jake is so hard-headed that it gotta be said over and over. Can we really just read the same stuff to you over and over in just different books at this point? And you have to do that because Jake is, you know.
Stubborn, hard-headed,
So,
stiff-necked.
I mean, so we get caught up sometimes, you know.
We all a victim of it.
Yeah.
We are no.
And I'm no better.
We are no
I'm a
better.
Jake.
We are
But
mortal men.
we gotta fight this. We gotta fight through this.
Hey, come on, absolutely.
Together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the point.
That's the point. You know what I'm saying? Let's get two more, then. Maybe we can close out. Let's get two more.
We gonna get some. We gonna close out, and then we gonna get to y'all questions as well.
Let's get. We get 1 John 3 and 10.
I believe we did.
Maybe. You sure?
We started off like
Yeah.
No, we had 3 and 15.
Let's get
Yeah,
1 John 3 and 10.
All right, so this is the book of John, chapter 3. This is the book of 1 John, so I give chapter 3 and verse 10.
Some verse 9.
Verse 9. Whosoever is born of God doth not commit sin, for his seed remaineth in him, and he cannot sin. Whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of God, neither he that loveth not his brother.
Neither he that loveth not his brother is of the Most High. That's a cut right there. That's a cut. So all those talking about something, oh, I ain't rocking with you because we in that camp. You hate your brother, you're not the Most High. I'm sorry I gotta say it, but if you one of those that cannot so-called rock with a brother because he's not in your camp or believe the same thing you believe in, you are not of the Most High. Point blank period. Thus said the Lord.
What's going on?
Come on, verse 11.
Verse 11. For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning, that we should love one another, not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, and slew his brother. And wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil and his brother's righteous. And we see that today.
Yep.
I remember, what it was, like last year or the year before, I can't remember, but I remember, you gotta slow down. I remember when me, brother Amos, Naquam and the brothers, I'm saying, we came together about a year, maybe a year and a half ago, and we came together and we had started a nationwide fast with the whole nation, not just a Watchman for Israel thing back when we said Watchman for Israel, Shalom to the brothers, but a nationwide fast. Amos came up with that, and brothers was actually hating Amos. Brothers was talking about how the Lord was going to destroy everybody going to fast.
Ridiculous.
Right. Brothers was calling us evil, saying that wasn't of the Most High. You know, it is what it is, but that's not how we supposed to conduct ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because our works was righteous and your works may have been evil at the time. Why would you cause strife over people trying to fast and get their sin washed away. It's because something is really not right with you.
Right.
Something is
Right, it's not. Right.
Something is off about that, and us sitting right here, we don't want none of our brothers to perish. I'm talking about even the brothers that were saying that about us. We don't want none of our brothers to perish. Because this is our eternal life, our reparations and everything. And I'm only saying reparations because they never, you know what I'm saying, they ain't never, that's actually coming. That's like a dream come true to actually put it on your enemies after this long. So I would hate to hear the brothers who's mad at us for doing something righteous not make it either, because they hate the enemy just, or probably just as much as we hate them too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we want y'all to get that thing too.
That's right.
Good, all right. Oh, you want me to keep going on that?
No, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
Let's grab two more. Then we're gonna close up. Let's get Romans 12 and 10. I mean, it's the same thing, but
Yeah.
we gotta do it for edification.
Yeah, get it in
Oh my
there,
God, this should close out scripture.
man.
You got precept? Really? Yeah,
What we got?
You said 12 and 10?
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 10. Be kindly, affectionate one to another with brotherly love, in honor, preferring one another.
So be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. We gotta start doing that. Start preferring our own people. I'm gonna go with my own before I go to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. And I see that when Israel started their own business too. You know what I'm saying? They prefer the enemy over their own people. Turn other people, like it's crazy. Like we tear ourselves down with anything. We see people trying to do something good for the nation. You got people that's envious, that want to scorn and scoff of what people trying to do for the nation. So they're not preferring one another. We doing the opposite. We preferring our own enemy over our own. So abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good, and honor, preferring one another. You understand? We gotta start practicing that.
So like I want to say one thing too about what you just said. Brothers will, and don't get me wrong, some people, some of our brothers in the truth, some of their prices for some things do be a little high. I'm not gonna lie on some stuff, but a brother will complain about that and then go spend $250 on some Jordans, buy a Gucci from the oppressor, they call you nigga. You feel what I'm saying? They tell you to your face, we don't care for you. We don't make this, but we don't want you using it. Y'all still go buy Michael Kors, whatever the hell his name is, what it, Tommy Hilfiger, all these Edomites, all these, man, come on, man. But will not buy from your brother, will not buy from your sister. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I ain't even gonna lie, it just pissed me off a little bit. That's crazy, but I digress.
Okay, that's all good. We got 1 John 4, it's what, 10 early? Should be early.
I did 4 and
4 and what?
20.
4 and 20. We could start up something. Let's get 1 John 4 and 10. Let's get verse.
1 John chapter 4 and verse 7. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God, and of everyone that loveth is born of God, and knoweth God. He that loveth not knoweth not God, for God is love.
Same thing they want to say. Oh, you don't keep the Most High commandments, you a liar. You don't know God. Truth ain't in you. Same thing in here. If you don't love your people, that apply to you too. You don't know the Most High. Because the Most High is love. He gave his only son to save us.
That's what the next verse says. Sent his only begotten son into the world that we might live through him.
Dang, there it is. Keep going. Go on that, man. Let's keep going on that.
Keep going. Herein is love. Not that we love God, but that he loved us and sent his son to be the propitiation for our sins. Beloved, if God so loved us, we ought also to love one another.
If the Most High loved us by sending his only son to save us, we're supposed to love one another. Come on, man. That's like you having a son and you love your people so much, you're gonna give your own son that you had to save your people. Nobody today ain't gonna give their own son for somebody else. Here, take my son. Just take him. I love you so much. Take my son. Somebody doing that.
That's that faith of Abraham right there.
Right. Somebody doing that, man.
Yeah, it was the only person that was doing that other than the most. See, man.
Abraham, right. He said, whoa, you're going to kill his son for me.
Where we at? What verse we at?
12.
Verse
12.
12. No man have seen God at any time. If we love one another, God dwelleth in us, and his love is perfected in us. Hereby know we that dwell in him, and he in us, because he had given us his spirit. And we have seen and do testify that the Father sent the Son to be the Savior of the world. Whosoever shall confess that Jesus is the Son of God, God dwelleth in him, and he is in God.
Verse 16.
And we have known and believed the love that God hath to us. God is love, and he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and God in him.
That's it, man. That's it. That's I mean, like I said, that's what it boils down to. Loving your neighbor as yourself, and loving the Most High and having faith. So we really gotta really examine, really tighten down, and really consider how we treating each other as a whole, as a nation, as a body. And the way it's looking, it's disgusting. Really, it's truly disgusting. And it shows that we're not operating the spirit of the Most High, the spirit of the Messiah. We're not doing it. No matter how much we say we are, as a whole, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. So, like I said, seeing the times we're living in, it will behoove us to start getting our God who we serve and us as a people, as a nation. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I had. You had a precept you want to bring up?
It's the book of John, chapter 15, verse 17. These things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Remember, the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Okay? So you're going to experience hating this truth, but you got to keep on doing what you got to do.
Right. Let's learn how to really start applying and start coming together, man. Like, this is ridiculous. It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. Like, at what point do we stop and say, yo, squash this? We are one people. 12 tribes, one people. So we really got to start examining ourselves and our nation as a whole and start figuring this thing out, man. Because time is short. We ain't got much time left. So like I said, that's all I had. I don't know if y'all brothers had something.
No, I had nothing. You know, only thing I gotta say, one nation, no division. That's it.
One nation, no division. You had something?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
What it say in that pledge of allegiance? One nation. Under God.
Indivisible.
You gonna stop right there?
Yeah,
Stop right there.
But look, if Esau
Got sense enough to know that.
wicked as hell and got sense enough to come on, man. Like
Yeah, for real.
But where did Esau get that from? He got it from the Mosaic Law, man.
That's very true.
Come on, man.
That's very, very true. So
They take our own law and teach us how to reflect it on the world. But that's our job to do that. I'm done, man. I'm done.
alright, so we're gonna move to the portion where we start answering the questions on the board. So the first one, I already answered something, but I'm gonna bring it out anyway. Sheep of Yahushua asked the question. They said, genuine question. You recommend meditation other than meditation on the.
Let's see what the scripture says. Joshua chapter 1, verse 8.
So this is the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
It says what?
Thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
That's right. So meditate in the book of the law. Let's get one more.
Yeah, if you're gonna meditate on anything, meditate on these scriptures.
119 and verse 97. So, I mean, yeah, we do
119 what?
advocate meditation, but there has to be, you have to meditate on the commandments. That's the thing. A meditation of the scriptures. That's what we saying. Psalms 119 and verse 97.
I got it right.
Come, yeah.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 97. Oh, how I love thy law. It is my meditation all the day.
It says what?
It is my meditation all the day.
On the laws and serving the Most High. That's it, nothing else. Not on focusing energies and quantum physics and enlightenment, higher self, no. On the scriptures, on the Most High, His commandments. That's it.
You got another one. Verse 99. I have more understanding than all my teachers, for thy testimonies are my meditation.
That's right.
All right. So the Lord delivering us out of ancient Egypt, you know what I'm saying? The prophecies that it talked about in second Esdras, you know what I'm saying? All of those type of things like that. Samson killing as many men that he had to fight against, David, you know what I'm saying, raining heavy in battle.
Destruction of Nicanor, all
Yeah,
that stuff.
all of that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Those are actually testimonies. So those testimonies is what we should be meditating on, especially in the times that we in right now. Because when you meditate on the Lord delivering you, it actually builds your faith that the Lord will deliver you. And when your faith gets to that height, and you have the faith mixed with the works, that's good. That's a good thing.
That's right.
Yeah, brother.
That's right. So, brother, I hope that answered your question, brother. Hope that answered your question.
All right, we got
That's really the Most High.
got another question right here. Let me see. I was just looking at it. Give me a second. Select your family. Okay, here it is. A lot of advice given to the kids or teenagers. What do you recommend to grow in the truth? Being young, I've been in it for 1 month. All praise to the Most High, man.
Read again. Read again.
Meditate.
Right. Yeah, read again. All praises, though.
Yeah, all praise, man.
I'll get to this one right here then. I just, you know, I'm going to start with 97 on down.
God.
All right, so this, once again.
Really,
Psalm-
the whole chapter, really.
Really the whole
The
joint.
whole chapter.
Yeah.
But like I say, Psalm 119, verse 97. Oh, how I love thy law. It is my meditation all the day. That's what you need to be focused on. I'm going to jump down. Verse 100. I understand more than the ancients because I keep thy precepts. That's going to be your knowledge right there. I have refrained my feet from every evil way that I might keep thy word. Where's the word? It's in this. So this is what you need to be focusing on. All right, this is what's going to increase your knowledge and your wisdom. This is what's going to change you, and this is what's going to deliver you. So this is what you need to be focusing on. You've been in the truth for a month. All praise to the Most High. That's a strong 4 weeks of changing your life. You know what I'm saying? But you need to focus on this here.
We get a precept of Sirach.
All praise to the Most High.
We get a precept of Sirach, chapter 1. Sirach, chapter 1. I'm going to start on verse 18. Matter of fact, I'm starting verse 14. Verse 11, really. Sirach, chapter 1, verse 11. I'm going to read down. So, also with that meditation, you got to have the fear of the Most High as well. Because the fear is the beginning of all things. So, Sirach, chapter 1, verse 11. The fear of the Lord is honor and glory and gladness and a crown of rejoicing. The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart and giveth joy and gladness and a long life. Whoso feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb. She hath built an everlasting foundation with men, and she shall continue with their seed. To fear the Lord is fullness of wisdom, and filleth men with her fruits. She filleth all their house with things desirable, and the garners with her increase. The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom. making peace and perfect health. That meditation, I mean, I could keep reading on, but just the point is, it's also the meditation is fearing the Most High, fearing who He is, because when you fear that, everything comes after that. The fear is the beginning of all wisdom, it's all knowledge. You understand?
Because that fear is transgressing His law and His ways, and you know what I'm saying, getting judged.
That's right.
So when you that afraid of something like that, you're not going to transgress.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah, that's it for that.
Okay, we got another question. Yeah, we can answer this. This is the show YOLO. Question is, I don't hear many speak. No, can y'all speak on that?
Fornication.
Don't do it.
That's a whole topic.
Yeah,
that's a
That's
a whole.
We can go all the way
Yeah.
to that, to that, but that's a whole nother
Because
topic.
you got carnal fornication, you got spiritual fornication.
Right.
You know, to be clear, don't do either.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do either. You know,
That's see, you giving them biscuit again.
no, we ain't getting too deep. We just saying, you know, sister, hold yourself for your husband. You know what I'm saying? Keep your body covered, dress modest, and shamefaced. Be shamefaced.
And
So,
the scriptures in the law tells you what fornication is. It's unlawful sexual relations. So when you read the entire chapter, Leviticus 18, it goes into fornication, things like that. Unlawful sexual activity or relations. Things like bestiality, adultery, whoredom, prostitution, you know what I'm saying, sodomy,
All another gods.
homosexuality, all these things go into fornication. So read Leviticus 18, the entire chapter, and Lord willing in the future we'll do a more in-depth lesson on that. But Leviticus 18, it has the unlawful sex.
you know, definitely.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, got one more question. It's Panda Wolf IBO. Says, I'd like to link with y'all. I live in Savannah, Georgia. Would y'all be open to coming down here to fellowship with me and my network?
Listen,
That
man.
way we can build, see how Abba can use us.
Man, give me Hebrews 13 to 1. Man. Come on, man. Look, one thing about us, listen, we for our people. We don't care what camp. Listen, we for our, you know what I'm saying? We know the bigger picture. We know what we must do, so we love our people. That's one thing you're not going to see us doing, is slandering and speaking ill of our own people, making videos and doing this madness. You know what I'm saying? We love our people. We can fellowship with anybody. You know what I'm saying? And anyone that knows us, they know how we get down. They know that, man, listen, we some loving brothers.
We fellowship good, and we congregate good. So,
Hebrew, holy convocations, man.
Yeah.
Holy convocations. Hebrews 13 to 1.
So once we hold on, give me one second. I'm getting free. Once we got a couple hurdles we gotta get over. But once we get over those hurdles, we definitely open to traveling. We do like to travel when we can. You know, most High willing when he permits it. So brother, keep in contact with us. Our Gmail is martyrsofyahawashai@gmail. Keep in contact with us, and we can So definitely, if anybody wants to reach out to us, you know, that's how you can contact us through the email account. You said 13 and what again? 13 and 1. All right, this is Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 1. Let brotherly love continue.
It says what?
Let brotherly love continue.
Let brotherly love continue. Psalms 133 and 1. Let brotherly love continue. We love our people, man. It don't matter where you are, what camp you in, what congregation, you know what I'm saying? We love our people. We love y'all, man, straight up.
All right, this
Psalms 33 and 1. 133 and 1. Sorry.
This Psalms 133 and verse 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity.
That's it.
Hey.
Behold, how good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Keep reading.
Verse 2. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard. That's a long beard too.
That's a long beard. That's a long one. It's beautiful.
Yeah. That went down to the skirts of his garments.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
As the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord commanded the blessing, even life forevermore.
That's right, man. So yeah, man, Lord willing, we can get down there. We can definitely link up, man. We love our people.
Tell that bro, definitely email us. Definitely email us and send us so we can set everything up. We definitely ain't no strangers to the road.
Right, you know.
Yeah, no one live.
Nah, that's it. At this point, any updates? First off, we want to thank y'all. We love y'all. Shalom to the family. We're definitely gonna be putting our boots back to full camp. We poor, we just trying to do the work. So once we get everything back up and running, Lord willing, we should be out there next Shabbat. Other than that, we just want to thank y'all for interacting, commenting, asking the questions, and just being willing to be edified, being humble. You know what I mean? And we love y'all, man. All of y'all. Even thankfully, we didn't have any scoffers today, but we love our scoffers as well.
Yeah, we love y'all, man.
So,
no ill
no ill will whatsoever. You know what I mean? Give a couple shout outs to Sabrina May and Howard and Tashi Asharala, King James. Who else? I don't know how to say this, brother, but you've been lighting up the comments like a mug. We appreciate you.
All praise to you, brother, man. We love you, man. All praises.
What is it? Yen Truck Khalid Yah Prom.
Man, what you call him, Brother Prime?
Brother Prom.
Yeah,
Brother
Prom.
Prom.
That's brother. That's your name now, man.
Brother Prom. That's your name, man. Hey, it's done. It's a done deal. Prom now. Brother Prom.
Mayakaya Yahawada, brother Ezekiel from Chicago, Mother's Yahawashah. Zeke, what's up, Zeke? Mental OG, Teresa Jenkins, Shia Molden. Who else we got on here?
Big shout outs, man.
Noah's Patience. Who else?
It's one show.
Yeah, I think that's everybody, man. Hey, look, if I miss anybody on Lioness Heart, if I miss anybody, my apologies, but we love y'all. Just know that, and we appreciate y'all, man. And Most High, and Yahweh shall bless you.
Hold up. Tell Battle Axe me more and more commentary with the instrumentals.
God.
It's coming.
God.
It's coming, man. It's coming. All praise to the
All praise to the Most High.
All praise.
So again, man, definitely a blessing to converse with y'all and had a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Very big deal with Israel that we got to learn how to get over. You know what I'm saying? So we pray and hope you all got edified through the Spirit. Again, Brother AGL, Mothers of Yahweh Shah.
Brother Mayaka Yasharala, Mothers of Yahweh Shah.
Pasha out of the battle axe.
Brother Mahal.
Brother Trey.
Brother Yashua Yuqual.
Last but not least,
Come on over here, Big Easy, y'all.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Brother Hezekiah in the building.
The enforcer.
Enforcer, man. And with that, man, we want to say peace to y'all. Shalom. Peace.
Shalom.
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 Shalom.